You're watching KYOT, Coyote. In Halo 4 Mythic Overhaul, Captain Lasky has undergone a subtle fresh change in his uniform, appearing a shade of white than the gray found in retail, as you can see here. I like it in this mod, I think it looks nice. Since Halo 4 Mythic Overhaul has been recently updated, I plan to examine a few more details, mostly focused on the Covenant and Promethean models. This fantastic mod is created by Mythic Jaqui, and yes, that is how the name is pronounced. I checked. Let's get started. Inside the hangar, you'll come across some Spartans with more distinct armor seen from multiplayer. Could it be that as the mod progresses, we will fight alongside these Spartans? Also, here is a Unicy Marine with a darker green uniform than retail. I wonder, since the fourth mission, Infinity, is still being worked on in this mod, are these the uniforms that the Marines don in the deep forest? Well, as we ponder that query, let's go to war.
It'll be okay.
In Mythic Overhaul, when you destroy phantoms, the main body of the ship stays together, which is a much better solution to the lame, small explosion effect found in retail, where the main body of the ship just despawns. This is what you get in retail. A very lackluster effect. It just doesn't feel right. There's got to be some mass. Instead of destroying a ship, it looks more like you just popped a big air balloon in retail. Mythic Jaqui's version makes more sense. Now let's look at something on a much smaller scale. The light effects on Grunt's armor is dynamic, as the hue changes when damage is taken and once shields are recharged. The same can be said for Elite's armor. Once enough damage is taken, a vital red hue will be seen, denoting to you, the player, that the enemy is weakened. Final shots remaining. I really like the damaged methane tank model that's been carried over into this mod. This continuous burning of a Covenant carbine round is really cool to see. It makes the weapons that have this impact effect feel more connected and interactive to the world. If you get too close to the affected area, you will sustain damage as well. Fear the green mist. The prolonged damage can be effective to keep airborne banshees away from you.
Taking fire! Starboard side!
The DMR from Halo Reach looks and sounds perfect in this mod. Like many Halo mods I play, I recommend trying this out on heroic or legendary difficulty. Mythic Overhaul strives for balance. It's fun, more reckless, and I've never felt as though I was too limited on what I have to my disposal. As for the Prometheans, they are more fun to fight in Mythic Overhaul. It feels like the weapons truly affect them. It doesn't feel like I'm shooting at a metal, inanimate object. Prometheans are as reactive as Covenant, and this mod makes them look so much cooler. Various classes are discerned from the color of their armor. The Knights did not seem to teleport as often when I was playing this mod. Mythic Overhaul mods are all about the flow and more tenacity, so the teleporting characteristic for Promethean Knights may have been toned down to keep the combat going. I'm really digging the look of the Mythic Knights. Getting closer to Halloween, aren't we?
Okay.
You will face the Didact in this mod demo. He's not just reserved for the cutscenes in the QuickTime event, and he won't let you completely defeat him here. Defeated Promethean Knights will have a satisfying ragdoll effect depending on their stride and their top-heavy weight, pulling themselves as they begin to disintegrate. That's another example of how an element to this mod feels more connected to the environment around it. Now how about an integrated Promethean sword? 2 forms of attack, 1 quick melee strike that won't take away any hard light energy, and a lunge attack that will take decrements of 10%. You'll attain this sword when you eliminate a specific knight that drops it. Not every knight will drop their sword, and it's not always the same knight each and every time. Now let's go ahead and listen to the subtle audio details of this weapon. The heat wave is a really cool visual effect too. Also, the Promethean puppies have been touched up visually and gameplay wise. A bit stronger, more aggressive, but manageable. To download and enjoy this ambitious mod, the support link to Mythic Jaqui's Patreon is in the description of this video. As stated, this demo is a work in progress, and this updated version just became playable a few days after making this video. So I encourage people that value this type of creativity to check out the link and see some other content Mythic Jaqui is working on for the near future. Go ahead and check out my other videos I've made.